Haim, there's been a lot of pressure at hamishandy.com, and we love the emails coming in asking what has happened to our digital horses. Yep. Something that we were passionate about last year. Now, there's a hell of a backstory to this that we are going to try and step everybody through. We were hoping for better news, and I was delaying this conversation because I was hoping for better news. But we returned. Obviously, Bitcoin took a huge dive. That's what happens when you have a very volatile digital currency. We imagined that all digital kind of NFTs and stuff were getting battered as well. And I think the same thing happened to the digital horses. Well, we reached out to Christian Doofy, who is our trainer, and this was in May. I can timestamp this to May 25th. Yep. In a subsequent phone call, he said he's out of the game. He has.
Sure. Which came as a slight surprise to me because I was always under the impression that he'd given everything for the game.
Well, I thought him and his wife quit their jobs and it was all.
I did remember that. Yep. I did remember that being sort of part of the allure, the excitement back at the start of the year about digital horses, that it was so exciting that people were quitting their jobs to get in on the ground floor. And that's the floor I thought we were on. That made me very excited for the show. And we did buy a few Ethereum coins, and paid in Ether.
Yeah.
And that was just a lot of excitement about being on the ground floor. That is really one of the thrills of digital stuff, the ground floor thrill. And that's what I thought we had.
So the discussion was for us, well, what do we do with all these digital horses? Do we just open the stable and let them run wild?
I liked that idea. You see in Western movies, like if there's a bushfire coming, they open all the stable doors, give them a whack on the bum and go, off you go. You know, you can't stay in the barn.
Yeah, so good luck.
But we can't keep you, but we want you to live. We wanted them to run free. We were hoping for a barn door slap.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Except and sell our expensive one.
Yes. In the digital world, there is no open the gate equivalent at the moment. They are all still running, racing digital horses. Yep. So we thought, okay, well, let's just sell, while the world runs away from crypto, let's just sell our most expensive one, Thunder Castle. That was the one we spent, a few $1,000s on from memory.
Yeah.
Let's sell that one and recoup, and then we'll
to get a little bit of, love to get a bit back, yeah.
So I wrote to Doofy, what's our most valuable one? He said, it'll be Thunder Castle. I'll get back to you tomorrow. I said, great. Love it. I waited 10 days.
Yep.
Then I said, how'd you go with this one, buddy? No response.
Okay.
Now we're at the 31st of May. I said, any luck with this one? Replying to a message from him that said a while back saying, hey, just away from the computer at the moment.
Oh, boy.
I thought Thundercast would be the most expensive one. I'll get the approximate value for you tomorrow. He wrote back, I've missed this message, completely forgot. Let me get onto this today.
Shades of me. To catch a pro, you must think like a pro in this. I know exactly what he's doing.
He didn't get onto it that day.
No, we don't do that.
Because it was 4 weeks later on July 2nd where I said, any more thoughts on this one, hey, mate? And tried to call and didn't get a pickup. Yesterday, again, knowing that this day was coming close, that we needed to talk about this because people keep emailing about the digital horses.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, how are you? So I thought I'd try to
good.
Like just trick him into responding on maybe how his day's
Something
been
else.
or his well-being or health. And then while I've got the fish on the hook, maybe said, hey, did you try and sell Thunder Castle when we asked for this on May 17th? Unfortunately, it's been delivered. It says it's blue. It's been delivered on my iMessage.
Yeah.
Hasn't been read. I can't see that. Maybe he's turned read receipts off. I'd imagine he would have.
Yeah.
But again, no response.
Yeah. We can't be too mad because he's giving us a peter out and we do respect them.
Yeah, we love a peter out. But
love a peter out.
We've got some money trapped in a peter out. Normally we don't have money trapped. Now it does remind me, Jack, do we have a date on what this original conversation
remember,
was?
yes, I remember flagging this as a worry early on. I guess I wanted to believe that we were on the ground floor and the elevators in the building only went up. Now, of course, some buildings have basement levels. You can get in on the ground floor only to find out that it's a reverse skyscraper that might have 100 basement levels and only 3 above ground levels. I was hoping it wouldn't be one of those buildings.
So I reckon this was about July last year
Yeah.
when we decided, hey, let's get into the digital horse racing game. Yeah. And this was the discussion. Jacko, I rang Hamish and said, hey, we should get this guy. He knows a lot more than we do.
Yeah, no,
and then Ham's obvious question was, is this a scam? And
well, I said, look, Ando, because I said, look, is there a bit where we're going to have to transfer our crypto somewhere else to get the horse? And I went, yeah, I think that's how it works. We hand it over to Christian, and I said, right, well, are you thinking what I think? I'm thinking this could be the bit where we never hear from him again. And Andy said, no, I've got that covered. And Jackie goes, it's okay. I've asked him. Andy texted him and said, you're not going to steal it, are you? And Andy said, and then he assured me he wouldn't.
See?
Okay, so we still do have that assurance.
Yeah, we have. So if that's nice to have that in the back.
It's still nice to have that assurance. I mean, even though we are waiting to hear, there's no evidence. We should state this clearly. Certainly no evidence we've been fleeced here.
No.
I hope it just turns out to be a funny story. That
we love a funny story.
We love funny stories.
Great, wouldn't it?
And then we can have a laugh about with Christian when he does resurface.
Yes.
We can all have a laugh about remember that time where to an outsider walking past, assessing the facts and not knowing about the assurance.
The funny story.
Or they might accidentally interpret it's all gone. And then we'll laugh and we'll go, that's a funny story, isn't it? Because, of course, we knew about the assurance.
Yes.
And we've got it all back now.
Yes.
So we're just in that funny part of the story.
It's a funny
where
part.
it seems like it seems like it's gone.
So obviously we've got 2 of our own Bitcoin lost forever. Jack's got a bit of mine and his. That's gone. So that was.
I'm still holding out a little bit of hope for that, but
oh gosh,
it's a 1% chance.
I think
it's an addictive drug. Hope.
And now we add to the pile of crypto gone wrong.
Chuck the horses on there.
Yeah. Chuck the horses on there.
Zed Racing. I'm looking at it right now. It's still going.
Oh, mate, of course. Yeah.
It still exists.
It's more just Doofy's exited the game.
He's out of the game, and so our stable's sort of locked up.
I'm sure that, I'm sure Zed's going great. And again, I think this is just part of a funny story, but that's
a funny story.
That's a funny story.
We're just in the funny part of the story where it seems like we've been locked out of our stable.
Yeah.
It just seems
like it, but it's funny.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's a funny story. So, just in case we have to go to a dinner party one day or something, it's just nice to have a funny story.
So thank you everybody for asking. And
as it turns out,
we'll come
because
back.
of the assurance, we're assured that what looks like potential financial losses is merely just a funny story.
Haim, we have to cover off this. Last week on the show, we mentioned that Doofy, our digital horse racing stable that people feared was a peter out.
Yeah. He was our
stable handler, a trainer, and we were worried. I couldn't get onto him. He hadn't replied for text for months, and we were worried that he'd stolen all the Bitcoins or Ethereum that we'd given him, essentially stealing our money and running away with our horses. The good news is that's not true. And so he joins us now to update us on what the hell was going on. Doofy, ahoy to you.
Ahoy, how you going?
Good.
Yes,
now,
Doofy, how are you? First of all, are you okay?
We are relieved that
I'm all good.
We are relieved that you're back in our lives because obviously we trusted you with some digital horses, some digital money, which came from real money. You did mention to me during the week that you did have some family situations, so we're glad you're okay on that front. But welcome back to the show. First question being, are our digital horses still there?
They're all still there.
Okay,
they're feeling a little bit restless. They haven't had a run. I'm looking at them now. They haven't had a run in about 6 months or so.
Yes, no one's run them. No one's run them.
How many do we have?
You can only imagine Jack Post, the horse who was put out for sire, how restless and the pressure he must be feeling since he hasn't been in the stud barn, which was certainly the place where he felt most at home. He will be explosive when he is allowed back in the system.
Doofy, how many horses do we have?
15.
We've got 15. We got 15.
Yeah, we got 15.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That was Jack. It was Jack. It was all Jack.
We kept breeding him. Yeah.
You couldn't stop him.
The horse we had called Jack Post, he
was in
seemed
the
to
stud barn.
want to get amongst it the most, didn't he?
Yeah, he was.
No, I mean, we put him in there. We made a conscious decision. It wasn't like
but he kept winking.
We knew
at
what
us.
he was up to. But then sometimes, if a mare came in and her sister dropped her off, Jack would be like, no, in you hop as well.
Yeah,
come on, I'm absolutely.
A bit like Russell Brand back in the day, he just wandering eye couldn't stop him.
Yep. No, I see you've already got someone. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm here for. It's what stud barn's all about.
Doofy, I've already got the answer to this, but are you still racing horses?
I'm not racing them.
Are you still?
No,
do you
You're
still
not racing ours, that's for sure.
Do you still have
6
any
months
horses
with the hoofs up?
I've still got about 20 myself, or 15, 20, about the same. I drastically reduced the size of it to focus on some other things. It was one of the projects that I'm running a few at the same time, and time ran out throughout the day, and that was the project where.
Is it a peter out? Have you
petered out on digital horses?
Got your own peter out on digital horses?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just want to make this really clear.
That makes us feel less bad about petering out. This guy was so into it.
I know. If you gave up your whole life for digital horses, and then we did suspect it was a peter out, because we hadn't sort of heard from you. So that's okay. Kind of mirrored our peter out. But can I just say, Ando, for the record, this is not a peter out for us. It feels like a natural conclusion.
Oh, yes.
Because we're capping it off. So it's certainly not the way we initially thought it would be going 18 months ago. Can I just quickly ask a question here, Doof? You say you reduced the stable. There has been a crash in the
digital
value of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Did you sell out your horses before that crash?
It happened just before, yes.
So no, didn't have time to pick up the old phone and let some of the other horse owners know that perhaps winter was coming.
If I had that much of a crystal ball, I wouldn't have left all of the cash out in Ethereum.
Oh yes, okay,
fair enough.
Real cash.
So Doofy, our Generation 1 digital horse, Thunder Castle.
Yep.
He was our best horse.
I mentioned to you that we thought we might try and sell that one and recoup a bit of money. How'd you go?
We had a couple of offers come through. I've had people sort of starting to reach out. I mean, look, it's up there at pretty much as cheap as you can get for that type of horse. So I'm sort of just staying strong on the price for now until it gets to the point.
So what you're saying is, yep, got a sale.
So not a huge demand, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll try and get somebody back there. For the other 14 horses, are there anything of value in there?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Which ones?
One has Zero Pinot. That has a nice little win rate percentage out of its first 30 starts. And then there was another horse that we actually bred with, I think it was Pizza Lotto from memory. I'm just having a look now. We bred with one of the top horses, so that's also got some, lineage value in that horse as well.
What about any of Jack Post's offspring? Anything
worthwhile?
Anything decent come out of that load?
I don't think they went as good as Jack Post himself, because the reason we used him as a stallion was he was actually looking quite well.
Bad news for Gordon, Jack's real son. If
he can't even live up to Jack's level, father-son will be questioned.
All right, let's sell Thunder Castle Ham. Do a bit of recouping there.
Yeah, it sounds like people are keen.
Yeah. Doof, we just wanted to say thank you for coming
Thank you for joining us on this natural conclusion.
Yeah, this natural conclusion. Thanks very much for your time, mate. We look forward to chatting to you soon and getting it all sorted out.
It's been awesome. Thanks a lot.
Just keep us informed on all the offers coming in for Thunder Castle. Thank you, mate.
Will do.
There's a hot market out there.
For the rest,
we'll recoup on that.
For the rest of them, we've got a special something in mind, don't we?
And we thought, look, isn't it time to share the spoils? Mm-hmm. We've built such a successful stable, and as you've just heard, digital horse racing is booming.
Absolutely.
And as we all ride this rocket ship to the moon, get a horse with us. ride with us, we want to give away all the remaining horses, open the barn doors, smack them on the ass, let them run out, and let them run into your digital stable. We put the call out on our socials.
But how are we going to give them away, Ham?
With a digital horse blitz. Trojan horse. Analog horse. Pommel horse. War horse.
The horse from War Horse.
He's our favourite actor of all time. Hung like a horse.
Congrats on the SP.
Digital horse. Digital horse blitz.
Wow.
I know, it is a digital horse blitz. We haven't blitzed for a long time. It's great to be back in Blitz Central.
The clothes horse disappointed not to get a mention.
A few saw horse didn't make it in there. A couple of horses left out. But the horse, a very versatile animal shape when you think about it. A lot of things named after, a lot of things have 4 legs and a back. Which is, that seems to be the condition that needs to be met. However, Ando,
yes.
we've got to give away our digital horses. People reached out to us on social media, said, please consider me. I'd like to stable one of your horses.
Nick, ahoy to you.
Ahoy.
If you've not heard, have you ever heard of Blitz before? Shoehorn Blitz, teaspoon
I have heard
Blitz?
of a Blitz.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Nick, you are in a Blitz, and you know that as soon as you get awarded the thing that is happening in the Blitz, a very relevant and well-crafted song will play to celebrate you getting that thing. Nick?
Yep, you got 2
Congrats,
foot.
you got a digital horse.
2 foot Tony's your horse now, Nick.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool in the seahorse world. Everything is awesome. We're just doing other things. Everything is well and truly awesome. The industry is only looking up.
For Tyler. Tyler now. Ahoy, Tyler.
Boys.
Ahoy, Tyler. You want
Ahoy,
yourself
Tyler.
a digital horse?
Oh, yes.
You got a squirrelson, mate. Well done. Names. Horses are known to have them. Your horse will be the same. Names. Great song, great fun. And they only get better.
I hope so. And the next horse ready to leave the stable and have a new owner is the Simpsons guy.
Oh, great. Okay.
Okay, we've got Rachel. Rachel, ahoy to you.
Ahoy, boys. Happy birthday, Andy.
No need. You understand that you will have to take good care of this digital horse.
I can manage that.
Okay.
Well, you bloody will manage it, mate, because you've got the Simpsons guy. Well done. You've got the horse.
Yes!
Who let the horses out? Us. Who let one horse in? You. You got that horse. Well done.
Thank you.
You got that horse, Rachel.
Rachel, you are the you
Rach.
in that song. You are the you. Yeah.
Rachel's that you.
So,
you let one horse in. We let the horses out. You let one horse in.
Great. Alex.
Unlike the dog song, giving some answers and some resolution.
Exactly.
They just spend the whole time asking
Questions.
what happened here. They don't ever progress the issue.
Alex, ahoy to you, Alex.
Hi, Andy. How are you?
Yeah, good. Now, what horse would you like? I'll give you a choice. You can either have Pizza Lotto or Beard Boy.
Beard Boy, as I have a beard myself.
Okay, nice.
Welcome to the club. And I tell you what, Beard Boy's a special horse because Jack Post was the dad of Beard Boy, one of the many offspring from Jack Post, the digital horse's mad rampage in the stud barn. So congrats, mate. You got that horse!
Thank you very much.
Made from Jack in the sack. Now it's yours, there's no going back, because Jack the horse had sex, he's the best. Now you get his offspring to cherish. Sloppy but acceptable.
It's acceptable.
Made from Jack.
Well, let's give away Jack Post. Let's give away the randiest of horses.
That absolute beast. Only to be put in a reinforced barn.
Ellen, ahoy to you.
Ahoy, boys. How you going?
Yeah, good. You'd like a digital horse?
I would.
How would you like the absolute king of siring, Jack Post, the digital horse.
Oh, yes, please.
God,
Not the first filly to say yes, please, to Jack Post.
I hope you've got a good cleaner because there's going to be an absolute mess in your stable. Congrats, you got Jack Post!
Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Wow.
That's the way it's going to be, little darling. Gotta finish with the most obvious song. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, I forgot to say horses.
Thank you.
Blitz.
We'll give away the rest. Great Blitz. And nice to have something that didn't peter out but came to
A natural
conclusion.